We're the Buffoon Brothers. I'm Buffoon number 1.
I'm Buffoon number 2.
And I'm Buffoon number 3.
And today we're going to show you hockey penalties. There are two different types of penalties you can perform in hockey. You can do a minor penalty and a major penalty. And a list of minor penalties are boarding, charging, contact to the head, cross-checking, delay game, elbowing, slashing, roughing, obstruction, high sticking, kneeing, holding the stick, interference, hooking, unsportsmanlike conduct, and tripping. And now there are and these are some major penalties. Checking from the behind, biting, trying to get a fight to get, holding or grabbing the face mask, pushing off opponents with skate, leaving the bench during acceleration, and spearing. And when you do a major penalty, you spend 5 minutes in the penalty box, and when you do a 2-minute, and 2-minute penalties are minor penalties. Okay, on to the first common penalty is the boarding penalty. Boarding penalty can be either 5 minutes or 2 minutes. And if it's 5 minutes, you get ejected from the game. So a boarding penalty is when a player has the puck and they're looking towards the glass and you come and check them really hard. Okay, on to the next one, charging. And the symbol for boarding is this. Okay, on to the next one, charging. Charging is pretty common. It's when, you can tell from the name, a person travels a long distance to make the hit. Like this. That's charging. And here's the symbol for charging.
It's like a
Okay, on to the next one, cross-checking. Here is cross-checking. It's when you take your stick and check someone with it. And this is the symbol for cross-checking. Okay, on to the next one, delay game. Delay game is when the puck goes over the boards, is when you stop play, mainly on purpose, but it can be on accident too. Some example is throwing the puck out. That didn't go out, but that's an example, and there's no symbol. On to the next one, elbowing. Okay, elbowing is when you're going into a hit and you use your elbow, like this. Okay, and the symbol for elbowing is this. Okay, on to the next big one, slashing. Slashing is when you hit another player with your stick. So it could be like this. Okay, and the symbol for slashing is that. Okay, on to the next one, roughing is usually when you throw a punch, or it's kind of like holding and kind of like that. So here's like what roughing could be. You could be like doing that. You could be like doing cross checks, or you can like throw a few punches. Okay, on to the next one, high stick. Oh, and the symbol for roughing is, and there isn't a really roughing symbol. Okay, on to the next one, high sticking. High sticking is when there's a few different examples. It's when you hit the puck with your stick when the puck is over the crossbar. Over the crossbar of the net like that. And another example is when you hit someone else with your stick. And it can be a minor penalty or a major, and it's a major or a double minor if blood comes out of the nose. And another penalty, double major, that's a 4-minute. On to the next one, which is kneeing. Kneeing is when you knee someone like that. There isn't really a symbol for it. There isn't really a symbol for it.
And it's kind of like elbowing.
Elbowing except with your knee. Next one, holding. This is holding. When you pin someone up against the board and they lose the puck and you still hold on to them for a period of time. And the symbol for holding is this. Also, there's holding the stick. It's when a player is playing with the puck and you hold their stick like this. Now, Now on to the next one. Interference is when you hit someone without the puck, like I'm doing to buffoon number 3. Okay, and the symbol for interference is this. There's also goalie interference, and that's when you touch the goalie when they're in their crease. Okay, next one, hooking.
And the symbol's the same for goaltender interference too.
Here's what hooking looks like. It's when a player is playing and you take your stick and keep them from moving. Like that. And the symbol for hooking is this. Okay, on to another one, unsportsmanlike conduct. And that one's pretty clear, so when you're not being nice or anything like that, and there isn't really a symbol for it. And another minor penalty, our last real common one, is tripping. Tripping is obviously when you put out your stick and the other person falls or stumbles. And this is probably the most common penalty ever. And this is the symbol. Okay, on to major penalties. So there's checking from behind, which looks like this. When you're in plain ice and you just check someone from behind. And there's fighting. And there is trying to get a fight going, like face washing, and that could also be anticipated as roughing and holding and grabbing the face and pushing opponents with skates and leaving and spearing, which is like putting your stick into them. And that's all for now. We're the Buffoon Brothers, and we're out. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And just a reminder, we're the Buffoon Brothers. Peace.
Let's go.